Okay, on to part 2. Okay, so for this second set of questions, for some of the questions, there will need to be some more kind of detailed working out, especially the ones worth 2 marks. You could use the space provided if you can fit it in there. You could also use a spare piece of paper, or as we often do on a Friday, you could use the back of your sheet to work out the questions. To help make it really clear though, I'm going to use squared paper. Okay, so first question I am going to write out. So 5,022 take away 3,045. 2 take away 5 I cannot do, so that becomes a 1 and that becomes 12. 12 take away 5 will be 7. 1 take away 4 I also can't do. Can't borrow from there, so I need to take from that 5. So that becomes 10, then that becomes 9, and this becomes 11. 11 take away 4, also 7. 9 take away 0, 9. 4 take away 3, 1. 1,977. Number 18. 150 equals something times by 25. So we're saying how many 25s go into 150? Well, I know that 4 times by 25 is 100. I need 150. It will be 6 of them. Next one, another balancing the equations question. 12 plus something equals 19 take away 2. 19 take away 2 is 17. So 12 plus 5 will equal 17. It's the same on both sides. Number 20. How many 3's go into 4,787? How many 3's go into 4? 1 with 1 left over. How many 3's go into 17? 5 with 2 left over. How many 3's go into 28? That would be 9 with 1 left over. How many 3's go into 17? That would be 5 again, and the remainder would be 2. But if you are in my maths group and people in Miss Sarah's maths group, I think you've been showing this as well, I'd expect to see that remainder as a fraction. So the 3 would be the bottom number, so it would be 2/3. Remainder 2 is correct, 2/3 is also correct. Number 21. Definitely expect this one to be worked out on paper. If you didn't work this out on a paper, I am guessing that you probably use a calculator, okay, because I don't think you'll be able to do that mentally. So 657 times by 93. So starting with the 3. 3 times by 7 is 21. 1 there, 2 carries. 3 times by 5 is 15, plus 2 makes 17. 1 carries. 3 times by 6 is 18, plus the 1 makes 19. 9 there, 1 carries. Now we're in the tens column, so I need to put a 0 in the ones column. 9 times by 7 is 63, 3 there, 6 carries. 9 times by 5 is 45, plus the 6 makes 51, 1 there, 5 carries. 9 times by 6 is 54, plus the 5 will make 59. Final step is to add these numbers together. 1 plus 0 is 1. 7 plus 3 is 10. 0 there, 1 carries over. 9 plus 1 is 10 again, plus the 1 makes 11. 1 there, 1 carries over. 1 plus 9 is 10 again, plus the 1 makes 11 again. 1 there, 1 carries over. 5 plus 1 is 6. So the answer for this one, 61,101. Now we often have discussions on whether you get 1 mark if you don't have that final answer. If you get that final answer, straight away you've got 2 marks. If you've got 1 digit incorrect in there, give yourself 1 mark. Or if you've got these numbers right, but your final addition was incorrect, give yourself 1 mark. If you're unsure, please message us and ask and we will let you know. Where possible, take a photograph of your working out so we can look to say whether you get 1 mark or not. Okay, on to question 22. 400 take away something equals 288. Now the easiest way to do that is to do 400 take away 288, and that will give you the something. And that can be done mentally. You could have written it out, but you can actually do it by taking off partitions this answer. 400 take away 200 will give you 200. 200 take away 80 will give you 120. And 120 take away 8 will give you 112. Now, best thing with that type of question, if you do work it out mentally like I just have, is then add back on and make sure you get to 400. 288 plus 2 makes 290, plus the 10 makes 300, 300 plus 100 makes 400. So that answer is correct. 23. We have got another bus stop question. How many 8s go into 9? 1 with 1 left over. How many 8s go into 12? 1 again, this time with 4 left over. How many 8s go into 43? 5 with 3 left over. And how many 8s go into 32? 4. So the answer for this one is 1154. Okay, on to question 24. 3,816 times by 8. I'm just going to work this out under here, okay, because I think there's enough space. You could have worked it out on paper or on the back, but I think I can work it out with the space provided. So 8 times by 6 is 48. So an 8 goes there, 4 carries. 8 times by 1 is 8, plus the 4 makes 12. 2 there, 1 carries. 8 times 8 is 64, plus the 1 makes 65. 5 there, 6 carries. And 8 times by 3 will make 24, plus the 6 will make 30. 30,528. Next one. 5,676 equals 2 times by something. Now, if you did 5,676 times by 2, then you will end up with a number bigger than that, which would be incorrect, because you'd end up with 11,000 something there, and 2 times by 11,000 something is not going to make that. So what you should have done is divide it. 5, 6, 7, 6, 2 goes there. How many 2's go into 5? 2, 1 left over. How many 2's go into 16? 8, no remainder. How many 2's go into 7? 3, 1 left over. How many 2's go into 16? 8, nothing left over. 2,838 times by 2 will give you that. 26. Again, if you've done 147 divided by 9, that will again give you an incorrect answer, because that's going to give you a number that's going to be probably, I'm guessing, about 13 or 14. So say it was 14. 14 divided by 147 is not going to make 9. Okay, so we have to multiply. So we are doing 147. In fact, I'm going to use... We're back again. I'm going to use my sheets. So let's have a quick look at the question. 147 times by 9. Okay. 9 times by 7 is 63. 3 there, 6 carries. 9 times by 4 is 36, plus the 6 will make 42. 2 there, 4 carries. 9 times by 1 is 9, plus the 4 will make 13. 1,323. So 1,323 divided by 147 equals 9. Now, what I could do with this is say, if I can get this, so if I add one more lot of 147, it should make 1,470, and 1,470 divided by 147 would equal 10. So if I added another 147, that would make 1,470. 1,470 divided by 147 would equal 10. So I know that that is actually correct. Okay, on to 27. So I would definitely be writing this one out. So I'm just going to fold over my paper so that I've got some more space. And I would also be writing the largest number first, so I can check and make sure that my place value is correct. So 78,316. Then I'm going to add the second biggest number, 613, making sure that it is in the right place value. So I'm going to put 613 there. And finally 28, making sure, again, that they are in the correct places. I've then got 6 plus 3, which is 9. 9 plus 8 is 17. 7 there, 1 carries. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 2 is 4, plus that 1 makes 5. 3 plus 6 makes 9. 8, nothing else to add. 7, nothing else to add. 78,957. 7, 8, 9, 5, 7. Making sure that I've copied it down correctly from my working out. Last question. 762 times by 48. Again, I do not think any of you could work that out mentally. I certainly could not work it out in my head. I would need to write it out. So here we go. 762 times by 48. 8 times by 2 is 16. 6 there, 1 carries. 8 times by 6 is 48, plus the 1 makes 49. 9 there, 4 carries. 8 times by 7 is 56, plus the 4 makes 60. I'm into the tens column, so I need to put a 0 in the ones column. 4 times by 2, 8. 4 times by 6 makes 24. 4 there, 2 carries. 4 times by 7 makes 28, plus the 2 makes 30. So 30,480. Fine, let's add them together. 6 add 0 is 6. 9 plus 8 makes 17. 7 there, 1 carries over. 0 plus 4 is 4, plus the 1 makes 5. 6 plus 0 is 6. 3, nothing else to add, still 3. So for 2 marks, 36,576. Okay, if you have one of those digits incorrect, or if you've got this working out correct, but the final answer there incorrect, then you can have 1 mark. Again, if you're unsure whether you get 1 mark or not, then please message myself, Mrs. Harris, hopefully if you can, with a picture of you working out, and we'll let you know. Okay, and that is the answers for the arithmetic test.